Hey everybody, welcome back to Info Chunks. Businesses are such fascinating entities. I love studying them, especially the successful ones. But you actually learn a lot more from their failures, especially if it's because of blatant stupidity. In this video, we will look at the ongoing interesting and funny story about a company that decided to forsake all principles of business strategy and marketing. And that is Bud Light.
In the ring, you give it your all. And when the bell rings, you throw down with tus amigos in your corner. Bud Light. Hecha para lo bueno.
Okay, Bud Light is a top beer brand in the United States. Both Bud Light and Budweiser, the number one brand in the US, was invented by Anheuser-Busch. So we are talking about a multinational, multi-billion dollar, multi conglomerate. And the people seem to love the beer. According to a survey by Statista in 2022, 88% of the people in the US are aware of Bud Light and 37% of the beer drinkers consume it regularly. The amazing thing is that about 78% of Bud Light's beer drinkers expressed loyalty towards the brand. In 2020, it was the largest selling beer brand with 17.8% of total unit sales. Even restaurants find storing it and selling it very easy.
What could possibly go wrong, right?
Now, Budweiser's bizarre promo ad for Bud Light beer featuring the trans activist Dylan Mulvaney has plunged its parent company, Anheuser-Busch, into its biggest crisis in its 171-year history.
The company's value fell by $5 billion in a matter of days.
Damn!
All because of a marketing move. They asked for the endorsements of a famous transgender influencer, Dylan Mulvaney, and the can was customized with Dylan Mulvaney's picture in it. Now let's look at some parts of the ad.
Hi. Impressive carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us. So, I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic month. And Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it. Check out my Instagram story to see how you can enjoy March Madness with Bud Light and maybe win some money too.
To put this in context, guys, the whole trans movement is part of the culture war which is going on in the US. Many conservative right-wing celebrities are taking shots at the beer. I mean, literal shots.
Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible.
A huge part of the Bud Light's customer base is boycotting the brand entirely. Now, I'm not going to talk about the trans issue, it has nothing to do with me, but we are going to look at the business side of this and understand why this strategy is not only bad, but also stupid. The business landscape in America is not what it once was. There is a lot of push towards diversity and inclusivity, with movements like feminism and fight against racism a part of the company's strategic policy itself. You can see that in how companies are consciously hiring a diverse workforce. Now, all that is fine and good if you're not compromising on productivity and performance. Because the last time I checked, that is the primary goal of every business.
Why, Dada, why?
This is business.
This is my sweat!
I know, but I did business.
Shut up! Shut up!
Without profit, you're not going to survive at all. Now, if you're trying to be diverse and culturally inclusive just for the sake of it, the strategies that come out of that will not benefit your company most of the times, because you're not making those strategies with your company's well-being in mind. And this is what Bud Light did. They wanted to portray themselves as an inclusive company and follow certain parts of the culture. They did not make this decision based on facts. So here are the facts. It is obvious that most of the Bud Light drinkers are men. Even their brand was advertised as a more macho and frat boy brand. An essential part of developing a marketing strategy is identifying a particular customer base and personalizing advertisements to that demographic. It is very important for a brand to understand who their customer base is, what they want, and then cater towards them. The primary audience of Bud Light has nothing to do with Dylan Mulvaney. By including 1% of the customer base through that ad, they have excluded the audience that matters to them, as one person pointed out. After seeing this ad, nobody's gonna say, wow, I relate to that, so I'm gonna go buy it. While targeting a new customer base, A company has to be like a parent of two kids. While treating one kid, you should make sure you're not hurting or offending the other. Your new customer should not come at the cost of your old customer, especially if they are the ones keeping you profitable. A campaign like this sends a message to the average Bud Light customer that he or she doesn't matter to them. They lose connection with the beer. This shows they don't even understand their audience. The VP of marketing explained this move in an interview.
I'm a businesswoman. I had a really clear job to do when I took over Bud Light. And it was, this brand is in decline. It's been in decline for a really long time. And if we do not attract young drinkers to come and drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. So I had this super clear mandate.
Wait. If she wanted to cater to a younger audience and change the product's image, this ad campaign did nothing for that. There is no message for a younger audience. The product image expressed in this ad is directly opposite to the image that has made this brand one of the top brands in the US. And if they are planning to penetrate a new market, let's say, why are they targeting a market that is a fraction of the beer drinking customer base? And its effects are seen, guys. Restaurants and sports bar Case & Buck's owner Jeff Fitter said that his sales of Anheuser-Busch bottles declined 30%. Brewhouse owner Alex Casares told Fox News that of his regular Bud Light drinkers, nearly 80% of them ordered a new drink, and 20% of them ordered the beer because they weren't on social media and hadn't heard of this yet. Now, I'm still caught up with the fact that these many people are not even on social media. There are reports that the top management wasn't even aware of the brand's partnership. Even if that is true, that sheds a very bad light on the top management themselves, because how can you not be aware of what your company is doing? But after a few days, the CEO issued a statement that looked like an apology. He didn't address this incident specifically. Among the things he said was, "We are in the business of bringing people together over a beer." Anyway, I think they all understood that of all the ways they could have grown the company, this definitely was not one of them. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, make sure to hit the like and the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.